Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing you a mini haul that I got from Stampin' Up recently. As I've said in my previous videos, even though I'm no longer a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I still on occasions buy Stampin' Up product because I do like the quality. I love their cardstock and I also love some of their products. So on occasion when I see that I need something or I want something, I'll just go ahead and buy it. But if you're new to my channel, I would firstly like you to bid you a welcome. Thank you so much for watching. And I used to be a demonstrator in the past for Stampin' Up, but I am no longer a demonstrator. But I will feature product from time to time on my channel with Stampin' Up. So it's not a pure Stampin' Up channel. In my next video, I actually got a really cool haul from my favorite things. And I'll explain why I love them so much and why I got so many things my next haul video, and I will also show you a project, so please stay tuned for that. So my mini haul for today, and I apologize for the lighting. It is very dark here in Sydney. I've got all the light I could possibly get in the room and it's still dark, so I'm so sorry about that. But it is a dark, gloomy day, so my apologies for the lighting. So I'll show you what I got as my mini haul. So as you can see, there's not many things, but I will be using the stuff that I got from my haul with my card today. So I got the Hive 3D embossing folder. I think it's beautiful, multi-purpose, can use it for anything. I got the Macrame 3D embossing folder. Love that pattern. The Bark 3D embossing folder, and I will be using this folder with my stash, so I'll put it over here. I'm also got the Pierced Blooms dies. These are from the annual catalogue, and I love the stitching details in these dies. So this is what I'll be using today in my videos, so I'll be putting these to the side. I also got the Daisy Garden background stamp. I love that, and I just took out the packaging. I attached the stamp onto like a thick acetate sheet, and I put it into my large Avery L, extra large Avery L pocket, because that is how I store my stamps now. But I won't be using that in today's video, but it is a beautiful stamp set. And because I ordered during Celebration, I got this freebie pack of paper, Sunshine and Rainbows, and it's a 6x6. I'm sure you have seen lots of videos with these papers. That's one side, and then I'll show you the other side very quickly. And I got this pad of paper because I like the colours, and I like that the patterns are not overly excitable, but they are bright and fun. So yeah, so I got that just for fun. I'm not a big DSP girl, as you're aware, but it is fun to use DSP for fun. So what I'll be using today is a sheet of I think that's Gorgeous Grape cardstock. It is 6 inches across by 5 3/4, like a square-ish. Using some Whisper White. This is a panel that will go over the front of the card, and that measures 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. I've also got a piece of, what's this paper called now? I've forgotten. It's that really light purple. And the name escapes me, but I will put it up on the screen there because my brain's just not functioning this morning. And I've got some basic grey cardstock as well to go with that. Purple Posy, that's it, got it, finally. Purple Posy. So what I'll do with this piece here on the 6-inch side is I'm going to score it at the middle in 3 inches. So I'll just make sure that this is the 6-inch side, and it is. So I'll score it down the middle at 3 inches, and I'm going to fold and burnish that score line. So I've got a little mini scoreboard. I really love this one. So I'll just put this over to the side for the time being. And now I'm just going to fold and burnish the score line. And we're going to be doing a whole heap of die cutting. This involves absolutely no stamping, so that should be fun. So that's my Slimline card. So that measures 3 by 5 3/4. And yeah, it's a fun size, and it does fit into a C6 envelope. So I'm just going to show you the back of a C6 envelope, and that fits right in there perfectly. So if you want to send this kind of Slimline card out here in Australia, that fits perfectly in that as a Slimline card. So with this panel here, I'm going to emboss that with the Bark 3D embossing folder. So this is completely new. I got this order day before yesterday, so the only thing I did was just put the sticker on. That's a beautiful texture. I like plain textures like that. That just make them so versatile. So I'll just put that in here, and I'm going to emboss that. Ooh, that's going to look really pretty. So I'll just grab my die cutting machine. And this time I will not put the wrong platform recipe there, sandwich. I've got my platform number 1 and my number 4. And I'll crank that through. And I'll show you how it looks. And that is a beautiful texture. I'm so glad I got that embossing folder. I've got to admit, you know, now that I'm sort of stepping away, you know, from featuring a lot of Stampin' Up product, I still love it. And that looks gorgeous on there. Isn't that great? So now I'm going to keep my machine out. I will add my number 2 plate and 2 plates here. Okay, so I'm going to grab my dies, and for these I'm going to grab that stalk. So I've just finished doing some cleaning up here, so you know you're not overwhelmed with seeing me cleaning up and wasting your time. So what I've done here is I've cut another flower, so that's what that looks like. And as I said, I really love that stitching. So because I cut out 2 and I don't want this to go to waste, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to layer one on top of the other. So it looks like that. And then that way it kind of gives the flowers some, you know, make it a little bit more substantial. And even though there's one little bit missing there, I thought, why not use it rather than just throwing that little piece away? So I'm just going to grab some glue and my tweezers, because it makes life easy for me. And I'm just going to add some glue on the back of my die cut. And this will just give it some dimension as well, so it should be fun. Little details. And I'll do that now. I think that's slightly off, so now I've got to find how I did that. Oops. Oh geez, not my day today, is it? Now let's see. I think that's it. Yep, got it. Put one directly on top of the other. Yep, that fits perfectly. So it just has a little bit of dimension. It makes it nice and thick. So what I'll do now is I'll just grab that little stem, put some glue on that. Very quickly there. And then I'll just add that here. I'll add these 2 leaves, and I'll just have a think about where I want them. Do I want them like this? Or should I have them together on one side? Like on the other side. Let's see. I'll just have them on either side, I think, but one further up than the other one. So I'll just glue this down. I'm just going to add only a little bit of glue down the bottom. I don't care if they flap up a little bit. That's fine by me. And it's good to use liquid glue when you have embossed pieces, because otherwise you'll have a hard time with that sticking down, because there's just so many lumps and bumps. So I'll just pop that down here like so. And I'll just hold them down for a couple of seconds just to make sure that they adhere. And then I'm just going to add that middle. And I like that it's not 100% round, like it's a little bit almost like an egg shape. Just looks nice. So I'll stick that right down. Just adds such a fun detail with the stitching. I really like that. Okay, that's gorgeous. So what I'm going to do before I stick that flower down is I'm going to stick this panel down to the card base. So I'm just going to add glue to the edges, or near the edges, and pop that in the middle. And it's funny, because of this embossing folder, it lost a little bit of height because it's kind of scrunched the paper down a little. So from the tops, like on the sides it's fine, but the tops have come down a little bit. But I don't really care, that's fine. It still looks nice, because I wanted it to have like a nice even look to it, but never mind. And I'm going to grab our dimensional, I think. Just finished now taking off all the dimensionals, and there's just little bits that I kind of made sure that weren't showing through the flower. And I'm going to add this now, like so, over the top. And that is my finished card for today. I hope you like it. And it's got lots of dimensions. Sorry, that bit was sticking up a little bit. So luckily it's still a little bit wet and I'm able to stick that down. And I like that the leaves, although they're stuck down, they've still got a little bit of movement. And that flower is solid as, so it's able to go through the postal machines without an issue. So yeah, I hope you liked today's card and my little mini haul. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll answer you within 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, it's lots of fun to be had. Your cards don't have to be overly complicated. It's just fun to make simple cards. I really love the simple cards, I've got to say. And I love the touch of dry embossing, even, you know, wet embossing as well. This will leave me enough room to put a sentiment anywhere I like, really. And so I'm going to leave this card blank for the time being, and then in the future I will add a sentiment so I can send it off as a birthday card, thank you card, even a sympathy card. You can, that makes a really nice simple sympathy card as well. Birthday, thinking of you, anything really. So it's fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.